Hey everybody, this is Alexander Ray Manzoni, and I will be reading today from American Carnage. Instead of doing Lucretia's normal voice as a black woman, I'm going to do it as Terry Jones from Monty Python playing an English woman, an old woman. Yeah, how about that? Okay. Lincoln Residential Projects, North Camden, 4th and Bailey Street, Camden, New Jersey, RSA, Friday, January 18th, 2092, 9 a.m. Lucretia Gibbs had just finished washing the scum out of her family's dirty laundry when she received an alert on her government-issue tablet. She bit down on her tongue as she received a public push notification from the president himself. That in itself wasn't news. Eagleman was constantly serving up social media posts like hotcakes. That was one of his things. It wasn't a thing that ex-POTUS Van Scooney ever did. Then again, it seemed like Van Scooney never did anything. Historians would later verify these claims. I would like to thank the true citizen voters of this country for their continuing cooperation in the ongoing war on American carnage, said Eagleman in a video clip with accompanying scrolling block text highlighted in red. I would like to dispute the claim by some, let's say, biased individuals that this war isn't popular. Everyone I know, they tell me, Roy, I can't thank you enough for what you've been doing. It's true. Very truthy. The people want it. They want to get rid of ignorance. They want to get rid of criminals. Listen up, America. This is what I am doing. Any gang members that haven't registered to be deported, well, I got news for you guys. The buck stops here. Believe me, we will free this country from the burden of murderous ignorance and outlaws, come hell or high water. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Lucretia remarked under her breath. They were, after all, always watching and listening through those tablets that were mandatory for every registered citizen to have on or near their person at all times under penalty of incarceration. The president didn't want anyone to miss anything he wanted to say. Not one word. Not ever. Underneath the video was a link that, once clicked, took the user to a site listing the latest body count total as well as the identities of the identifiable dead. Lucretia hesitantly clicked the link and scanned it for any names that might have seemed familiar. There were none this time. Thousands had already perished in Eagleman's ill-prepared war on ignorance and gangs. These people, Eagleman had said during one of his most famous speeches after he was initially elected, they might have been born in America, but guess what? They're not real Americans. Real Americans don't poison children with drugs harder than you could ever imagine. No, real Americans don't poison their communities with untaxed chemicals and malignant gangland ideologies. No, I don't think so. So, in effect, I am effectively and irrefutably declaring a war on this American carnage. All active gang members' citizenships are now in effect null and void. How long will this war last? No one can be sure. All I know is that I'm doing what I can to protect this great nation of Caucasoid citizens, no matter the cost. And those words you can take to the bank, by George. Clinton, no matter the cost. Such words rang true, although Eagleman was a veritable font of lies. This was one promise he held true to throughout his tumultuous presidency. Outside was in effect a war zone. One year into the presidency, Eagleman upped the ante and instituted a return of outlaw as a legal classification. Like in the old days, an outlaw was without protection of law. So anyone could do anything Just one such labeled without fear of legal retribution. This created an environment whereupon militias and vigilantes arose to conduct guerrilla campaigns against suspected gang members and locations. This was the true war on American carnage in the streets. That's part one.